Welcome back everyone. Today we are going to make a very high, rich in protein and quick breakfast, that is moong chila. Now let's start with the ingredients. Our first ingredient is this soaked and washed dal, that is a combination of yellow lentils, also known as split green gram, and white lentils. We have taken around an average of 100 grams of yellow lentils and 1 tablespoon of white lentils. Now coming back to the vegetables, which are gonna add fiber to our breakfast. We have spinach, we have tomato, we are going to use curd, 2 tablespoons on an average, baking soda, salt, some ghee, or you can use oil or butter, turmeric, red chili powder, some water, ginger and green chili. That's it with the ingredients. Now let's start the process. Soak the lentils for on an average of 4 to 5 hours. You can soak them in for around 2 hours in lukewarm water. That will also do your work. Now we are going to transfer the lentils to the grinding jar and grind it. Make sure you don't add much water to it. We need thick paste, and if required we can add water later on. Now we are going to add some ginger to this and a little bit of turmeric just to add that beautiful color to our chila. Now let's go and grind it. Grind it. We don't need a very smooth paste. Also, we don't need a very coarse paste. We're gonna make a somewhat between of these two. Now, just cause we have not added water to the lentils, what we have to do is we have to open it in between and give it a little mix so that it grinds up quick and well. Now we're gonna start it again. Now let's check if the consistency that was required is achieved or not. Now see, look here, that's the paste that we were looking for. It's not very coarse, it's not very smooth, it's just perfect. Now let's transfer our paste to our mixing bowl. Now we are gonna add veggies. You can add whatever veggies that you want. We have taken capsicum and tomato and green chili. You can add onion, spring onion, corn. This can be customized in lot many ways. Now we are gonna add only 2 tablespoons of curd. Why? Because we are using baking soda. If you are using ENO, then you can skip dahi or curd. Then we are gonna add chili powders. That's as per your taste. Again, as per the taste, salt. A little bit of water, not much. Remember, the consistency that we are looking for is not flowing, it's just a little bit of sort of when we are making dosa sort of thing, that consistency we want. Now it's perfect. Now time for cooking. What we are going to do next is light up our gas, let the pan heat, add a little bit of half tablespoon of ghee. And now let's wait for the pan to heat. We're gonna pour the butter into the pan when our ghee or butter, oil, whatever you're using, heats up. Now as you all can see, the pan is ready. Now what we are going to do is we are going to add baking soda to the batter or to the paste. Make sure it's the last step, just a step before cooking. Don't add baking soda beforehand, else it's going to react with the ghee or curd and it will become thin. It's going to leave water. So now since we have added our baking soda, our pan is heated up. We're going to lower the flame and pour the batter. It's a chilla. You can make it a very thin, crispy also. You can make it a little thick in a way that it will be very crispy from the outside and soft and fluffy from the inside. Now we have lowered our flame. We are going to cover it so that it steams up and it becomes soft from inside. Now let's wait for this side to cook. It has been cooking for about 1 minute on a low flame. Now we are gonna check how this has been. Oh, it's looking so amazing. Now what we are gonna do is we are gonna little bit of ghee, oil or butter, whatever you are using. I am using ghee and just turn it. Ooh, look how beautiful this side has turned up. No doubt it's very crispy and very fluffy and soft and spongy from the inside. Now let's wait for the other side as well to cook and let's cover it. Now let's just check. Again we have given 1 minute for the other side as well to cook. Let's see. Oh, nice. Good. Now what we are going to do is to make sure it cooks from the inside as well. We are going to take a fork and we are going to puncture our chilla. Why? Because so that if there's some uncooked batter or paste left inside, it's going to flow and cook. Also, it will make sure that the chilla is spongy from the inside. If you want it to be thin, you can just press it well at this stage as well. But for now, we want it little thick and fluffy. We're gonna let it cook again for a minute. Now let's check again. This is a very fulfilling breakfast that you can give to your children for their tiffin, or you can take it for yourself in office. Now see, it has cooked quite well. Just one more step left and then we are ready with our high protein and high fiber breakfast. We're just gonna put a little division here like this. Again, the intention of doing so is that we want its inside to be cooked well. We're gonna pour a little bit of ghee between these so that it's more nutritious. Now we don't need to cover it for steam. It has cooked well. We just wanted to get it a little more crunch on the outside. Make sure while you are doing the division, you don't cut it through. We just need a little bit of cut. We don't need to cut it through the chilla. Seems very crunchy. And let's, it's ready to be served. Gonna and transfer our chila to the plate. Look how tempting it's looking. It's best to serve this chila hot. You can pair it with tamarind sauce, also known as imli ki chutney, or you can pair it with green coriander chutney, or so known as dhania ki chutney. You can also pair it with amchur ki chutney, whatever you like it with. Now let's see how this has turned up. It's very hot. See, perfectly cooked, crispy from the outside and soft from the inside. You can see its fluffiness. Now it's time to test all our efforts, that is to taste it. See how crunchy and see? Amazing. I'm gonna taste it with first green chili chutney. No? With red sauce. Amazing. Good work.